Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be decoupaging this empty Renuzit container. So I went ahead and I took out the rest of what was left here, and I'm going to take this off also. So this is what we're going to be working with. Now, you don't have to use an empty one. I guess you can decoupage ones that are full, brand new ones for the holidays, or maybe a theme that you have in a room that you use these in. But they sure look much nicer than having the label on it, I think, anyway. So supplies that we're going to use today, of course, our Renuzit container or Glade container, some Mod Podge, a paintbrush. We're going to be using a napkin. Now I have this one that I used for another project. I had two little panels left, so one of them I've already torn up to use, but this is what it looked like. Live with Zest. I thought that was really cute. That'll look cute in my kitchen. So let's get started. Okay. So like I said, I went ahead and all I did was I just tore this napkin up. We want to use pieces where it's almost like putting a puzzle together. And as you're doing this, you're going to be wondering how it's going to turn out in the end, like I always do. But believe me, they really do look cute. I have a finished one that I will show you at the end so that you could see how cute they are. But get this open. Okay, so I'm going to pop that off for now. I'm just going to hang on to this. So let's see, I want to start with my Live with Zest, and I'm going to put that kind of on the front here. So I'm just going to start Mod Podging these pieces on. Usually I like to get the bigger pieces on, and then I take whatever small pieces I have and I fill in the rest of it with. Now you may see some wrinkles, and you know, believe me, some of these projects I do, the wrinkles really don't bother me. I don't, you know, we strive to get all the wrinkles out of our projects, but you know, sometimes they're fine with them. So don't worry about wrinkles. And if you absolutely have to get them out, you know, you can use the saran wrap method. Put the saran wrap on and smooth over it. I have a hard time with the saran wrap. 9 out of 10 times my napkin sticks to it. Maybe I don't have enough Mod Podge or something. I tend to stay away from it. I found that using a baggie, maybe because it's thicker, works a lot better for me. I will lay a baggie on it and I'll smooth over it, and that seems to work out really well for me. So now that I have my first piece on, I'm just going to keep going around and putting the rest of my pieces on. Like I said, I'm using the bigger pieces right now, and the smaller ones will be for fill-ins. Okay, let's see. Doesn't matter how you put them on. Like I said, it's kind of like you know, a puzzle. And I've had many projects that I've done, and I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to turn out. And sure enough, the end result is beautiful. So if they overlap, don't worry about that. It just makes it all that much prettier. So we're just going to keep working our way around here. Bigger pieces yet. Just a little thing. Sometimes they get a little hard to hold on to, but oops. Let's see. Maybe down there. Make sure also, I forgot to mention about the plies on the napkin. Make sure that before you start, you've taken it all the way down to the first ply. Napkins, of course, either have 2 or 3 plies on them, and I've been surprised many times when I think it's a 2-ply and it was actually a 3-ply after I got my napkin on and it started bubbling up because I didn't get that extra ply off. So always try to make sure that you read the package. It will tell you how many plies are on there and that you get it all the way down to the first ply. So far, this is how it's turning out. I'm gonna see if I could pop this. Well, yeah, just leave it for now. Yeah, after a while, these might get a little hard to hang on to, so that's always a problem, but let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at this and see what we think. This is how it looks so far. Stick it, I have a little drying thing right here that I use. I'm going to stick it there for a minute while I get a few more pieces here. And this is what I do. I just rip these up. I try not to, leave any straight edges on. But I'm just ripping all the little patterns out. We have just a few more little pieces that need some color. There's a couple different ways you can do this to get the edges off. One is use water on a paintbrush and go around the image and take it off. I also use an emery board, and I do it that way. I kind of scrape at it and it will pull it off and give it that same effect with the decal edges on it. So a couple different things that you can do. And this is nice if you have some napkins that you have left over from a project. you know, to do something like this with them is really nice. I keep all my scraps and everything. I just don't get rid of very much. So there's always some use for them. Oops, this one. There we go. It folded up on me a little bit. Let's see. Get something down here. Okay. So I think that might do it for now. This is what I have. I think this turned out pretty. Once it dries, I'm just going to let this sit and dry. Once it dries, I'm going to do another coat of Mod Podge. Can even, let's see, maybe just a little something on the bottom there yet might be nice. Let's see, just love the purples in here. They're so pretty. It's so nice to, makes me think of nice warm weather. Oops. Okay. I'll just do this. Like I said, if you overlap, it really does look pretty, so don't worry about that. I know right now it might look like, oh my gosh, how will it turn out? But, okay, so I'm going to put this over here. This is going to dry. Now, for the base, we can leave it like that, or I like to paint them so that they kind of match with my napkin. So I'm just going to use my dabber. Got acrylic paint here. I'm just going to dab this. I know that this will take 2 coats. So once it dries, I will go back over it again. Okay, so this needs to sit and dry for a little bit, and like I said, I will put another coat on it and another coat of Mod Podge on the top of it, and it'll be good to go. So I'm going to set this here and bring you back. Okay, so this was one that I had done for Easter. You could see the little bunny. And then I popped the top out. I left this one in for now. It's that little white top on there. I popped that out because that's what I was holding on to while I was putting the napkin on. There, I was holding on to the bottom part of that. But I'll pop that out like I did on this one, and I'll put little flowers or something in it. But this one was done for Easter. Got my little bunny there hiding in the flowers. Got some gold accent on the bottom. Some pretty little flowers up there. He sits on my kitchen windowsill, so can do these for holidays or whatever. I mean, there's A lot of possibilities for these. So that is how I decoupage a Renuzit air freshener container with napkins. So if this is your first time joining me, I welcome you and I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I do DIYs along with Dollar Tree hauls, Goodwill hauls, Hobby Lobby, Joann's. So I hope you'll stay tuned for those. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, bye-bye for now.